Hi, this is part 3 of a recorded webcast presented by Les Allen to customers and partners wanting to get started with Sage Simply Accounting Intelligence, Sage's powerful Excel-based reporting tool that helps you make sense of your data. In this section, he explains how to run and use the standard financial reports. Enjoy!
With the demonstration version, and indeed the full version of Simply Accounting Intelligence, the Intelligence menu will appear in the Standard Reports menu within the Simply Accounting interface. This means that you can launch the program and reports without having to go to any external source to run them. You can see that I've highlighted the Simply Accounting Intelligence option, and there are a number of folders available, such as Dashboards, Inventory, Sales, and Financial Reports. In later sessions, we'll show you how you can add your own folders and your own reports to these folders, making it easier for customers to run their reports directly from the Simply Accounting interface rather than having to go to an external program to run them. Underneath the folder options, I have access to the Report Manager, the Database Administration Tool, Security Manager, and License Manager. But for now, let's take a look at how we could run a standard financial report. From the Financial Reports folder, I have the Balance Sheet, the Financial Analysis Report, and the Income Statement Report for current month and year to date. When I select the Financial Analysis Report, I'm going to run it directly into Excel. I select the Financial Analysis Report. Well, now a number of windows popping up which show me that data is being extracted from my Simply Accounting interface and landing directly into an Excel template that's been pre-formatted. I've run out the financial statement report, the financial analysis report, as your screens update. I ran it out before because it takes a few seconds and there's no point in waiting for your screens to update every step as that report runs through. But looking at the menu screen right now, you can see that I've actually got 6 separate layouts automatically in this one report. So for the price of the Report Manager module, not only do you get dashboard, sales, inventory reports, but we give you 3 separate financial reports, one of which has 6 different versions, 6 different layout versions inside of that. Selecting any one of those income statement or balance sheet buttons will give you your actuals versus budget, actuals versus prior, actuals versus budget versus prior, etc. Now, watching those in action is actually quite impressive. It's a pretty impressive feat of Excel programming. I've run out an income statement to give you an idea of exactly what sort of information we can make available for you. So I'm just waiting for everybody's screens to update now. Right. Almost there. There we go. Got everybody's screens updated now. Now this is a layout where I'm looking at actuals versus priors. Running this off the standard universal construction data. So not terribly impressive, but it's enough for me to demonstrate to you exactly what we can do. Please bear in mind that what you're looking at is an Excel spreadsheet. Sure, it's our report, but you can now customize this any way that you like. If you'd like to insert your own company logo, it's an Excel file. You can do that. You'd like to delete columns, you'd like to format columns, it's an Excel file. You can do that. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make changes to a report when I talk about the sales report. But here's my financials, and it's giving me my totals by account number. So now I'd like to see exactly what makes up that particular number. Let me scroll down to something decently impressive. I'm going to have a look at my wages and salaries. So your screens will be updating now. Looking at wages and salaries, the cell that I've selected is cell F123. And there's a sizable amount of salary information going on in there. This is giving you totals, but people looking at these totals might want to see what is the underlying detail inside of that number. Well, we give you a couple of functions to help drill down onto that detail so that it'll bring back all of the transactions that make up that number. So I've selected cell F123 here, $13,344. Now I'd like to drill down on it. First thing I need to do is have a look at my ribbon. Now, please be advised, I'm using Excel 2010. It'll be very similar in Excel 2007. For those people still running Excel 2003, this does indeed work for 2003 as well. You'll simply have a new menu option called Add-ins, and you'll be able to do exactly what we're providing here. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use the change month function. Now, the change month function allows me to specify what particular month I'd like to look at. With this particular drop-down, I'm going to go to my July 14th. July 2014. That's slightly embarrassing. My apologies for that. Selecting July 2014 has actually cleared out the rest of the month. So now I'm focusing on this particular month. I've selected the cell, and from my menu option, I have the ability to drill down on this account. What's going to happen now when I select the drill down, certain values of this sheet will be passed back to your Simply Accounting database saying, please go and get me all general ledger transactions for that account for this particular month. Very simple process. I select drill down. My drill down window comes up, and I can have a number of drill downs. We give you some of these drill downs pre-configured in certain reports, but you can always make up your own as well. If you'd like to analyze your information in different ways, you have the ability to add your own dynamic drill downs. So there's the drill down. Give me my general ledger transactions for that specific account, and I execute. Now, when your screen refreshes, you'll see that a pop-up window has come up showing me all detail that has made up that particular amount for that particular month. All of the details are here, and you also have the option for this information to come out automatically into an Excel spreadsheet where you can do further analysis, or you can have a look at it in a pop-up window just to double-check the details without going to the trouble of having to run a new Excel workbook. So you can drill down on information. You can actually see what's making up these numbers. Remember, this is a report that we're giving you. How long does it take you to do your financial reporting each and every month? The simple cost of this particular Report Manager module can save you, in a return on investment idea, can save you pretty much immediately. Instead of waiting for 2 days to get your financials, now we can give you a report with 6 separate layout options that you can start running immediately and save those 2 days a month to look at that actual data coming out in your financial reports. So not only drill down information, but we can also help update the reports automatically just in case you add any accounts to your system, or maybe even delete accounts. So the last time that I've ran this report, I've noticed that my drafting accounts, the first lot of accounts from my operating revenue, they didn't exist. So what I'm actually going to show you is how the Add Accounts function can pick up on the sheet what accounts are missing and insert them automatically for you. First thing I'm going to do is, you can see that rows 12 through to 15 have my drafting operating revenues, but I'm going to open up the Add Accounts window. Now when your screens update, you'll see a pop-up box saying, which accounts would you like to insert in this particular sheet? Now this is an income statement report, so we're only looking at certain accounts anyway. What I'm going to do is filter to just show me all my income statement accounts. Are there any missing? And this particular pop-up window tells me, nope, there are no income statement accounts as far as your system is concerned. All of that information has come through. What I'm going to demonstrate is I'm going to delete all of those drafting accounts and rerun this automatic add account function so it'll bring through those accounts for me automatically. Let me close that off and delete those columns. So when your screens update, you'll see that I've just deleted all of those drafting columns. Rows 12 to 15 are now looking at my engineering consulting accounts. I'm going to go back to my Add Accounts function, and I'm going to tell it, please look at any income statement accounts that might not be available. All of this information is being reworked from my raw data sheet. Every time you run the report will update with fresh data. So if any new accounts are added, simply running the Add Accounts option will pick up and insert any accounts that the customized layouts that you've prepared may have missed. Let me run my Add Accounts option. And when your screens update, you'll see I've selected my income statement option. Please show me any income statement accounts that are missing. There are the 4 drafting accounts. So I can then select any of those particular accounts, place my mouse over where I'd like to insert them in the report. And just by clicking the Insert button, those accounts will automatically be inserted into my layout. Now remember, this is an Excel workbook. What would you like to do with it? How would you like to change it? Would you like to create charts off your financial information, maybe trend analysis over time comparing against prior? You can set up these things inside of this one Excel workbook and relink it. So that's the way you're going to see things every time. Gary sent through a question. Does this refresh every time you initiate the report? That's correct, Gary. Every time I run the report goes back to the Simply database and says, give me updated information. So all of the sheets in this workbook look at that new data that's come in. So all of the numbers will stay up to date. The formats, how you choose to have your columns, what rows you want where, those structures will stay, but your numbers, as long as you just keep the main referencing as far as the numbers are concerned, they'll always stay up to date. So let me insert those particular accounts. And I've inserted them at the wrong row, so let me redo that. Control minus. Let me insert them in the right row. And simple enough. I can also move that engineering consulting row. Remember, as I was saying, that this is an Excel spreadsheet. Whatever you would like to do with it is entirely up to you. So when your screens update, you'll see that the 4 drafting accounts are now back. So your financials will be taken care of. We'll help keep your financial reports up to date should you add new accounts or should you remove new accounts, or should you remove existing accounts from your system.
Thanks for taking the time to find out more about Sage Simply Accounting Intelligence. To buy or learn more, please call the relevant number on your screen. Visit www.simplyaccounting.com/intelligence or contact the Sage Simply Accounting team at 1-800-665-8805. We trust that this product will save you time and money and prove very useful in providing you with meaningful, timely information to improve your decision-making.